B2B Cambodia, the portal for business use in Cambodia.
So TERAO is part of another group named Atixis. So these two companies are building engineering company. So we are providing technical services, engineering, project management services. And these companies have been in the market for some time. TERAO is really the one focusing on building sustainability and has been in the market for 30 years. So when you are working in building sustainability, like us, our main focus is to basically understand how to make a balance between the thermal target or comfort target of an asset. Your occupant can be a client of an hotel, can be workers in a factory, but you also have comfort target related to the product you're going to store in your warehouse. You have some comfort target for your process in a factory. So you have a target in terms of comfort, and our job is to help you to reach these targets while having an asset which is sustainable, especially on two aspects. One is energy efficiency, and the other one is the carbon footprint of your asset. So maintaining a low carbon footprint.
Cambodia has one of the highest electricity costs in Asia, right? The second highest as a developing country. We're currently at 13.7 cents per kilowatt. The only countries that's higher, the three countries, they have a GDP of anywhere from 18 to 15 times of Cambodia's GDP. Coal has been very volatile. If you look within the last 12 months, it was at $444 per ton. We're heavily dependent on it, and of course we import it also. Right? So there's a lot of reliance on that. And if you look at oil, oil has been volatile. 3 years ago, it was at $17 a barrel. It went up to 115 not too long ago, and now it's at $85.
When we talk about improvement plan, there is the technical expertise that I just detailed, but if we actually want to implement the financial expertise is also really important. This is why we always talk a lot about return on investment, because sustainability is a key topic and is going to become more and more a key topic, but it's also an economical topic. By reducing your energy bill, you reduce your operational expenses and you improve your profitability, right? So this is always important to have in mind how we are going to finance this improvement plan if we actually want to implement it.
The way we look at sustainability in manufacturing is one of intensity. So when we're looking at electricity usage, for example, every month we're reporting out on electricity consumed per square foot produced. Same thing for water consumption, same thing for waste accumulation and disposal as well. And this is all just pretty standard industrial metrics. The biggest challenge of that is trying to do the improvement, because in the United States, I can get the data to find out what part of my process, what building, where the biggest consumption, or where the consumption is really happening. And here it's a little difficult to get into the data and drill down, because I can find companies in the United States that'll come in and do the assessment and give me my playbook on what I need to do. Here it's been a challenge.
We look at a lot of different things. Again, my main focus, our mandate is responsible sourcing. But when it comes to sustainability, they do have separate departments for my brands and retailers. We look at circularity. That's part of what IDH does. So for that, we looked in like Kenya, Vietnam, India, and Indonesia in these industrial parks to looking at waste management systems. How do they recycle, reuse, or repurpose? Over here, one of our major issues is garment waste into the rivers, right? So how can you utilize that? there's a cost to recycle these goods. So anytime materials, especially when it comes into manufacturing, it comes as tax-free, right? But if you were to recycle it, there's a tax on it. So again, how do we work with the legislation? How do we work with the government, CSOs, the private sector, where it benefits everybody?
So it's been in China, it's been observed the weather has been changing over the past few years. Summers are getting extremely hot over there, and a lot of companies have experienced the loss of productivity. So comfort is not only seen as a just well-being aspect, is how do you provide the right environment within your workshop to maintain a certain level of productivity. And in some, you mentioned people fainting. So people fainting can become also hazard risk within a site when you're surrounded with dangerous equipment. And so for companies now, the comfort topic, which was before kind of overlooked, because workers they're tough, it's status quo. It's hot in a factory, but you don't do anything about it. You just power through and that's it. But then this kind of comfort, which was seen as a nice to have, becomes a must have, because when it touches safety and security within the process environment, it's a different topic.
You've been with B2B Cambodia. Thank you for watching.